Okay, y'all. So, y'all saw what was going on with that little mower. I'm not doing nothing else today. I'm gonna give a big shout out to one of the commenters, Premium Fuel Only. He turned me on to some work down here, and he has a YouTube channel too. Y'all go check him out. I'll put a image of his channel up. So I talked to him for a minute, you know, about a job that a stump grinding job. And yeah, so story time with Ray for a minute. He asked me about a stump job. I said, yeah, man. He said it was a little bit too big for him and too far away from his house. But he went over there and looked at some other work that the lady had. So, and I don't think she ever did hire him. So he had a video already, and he said, hey man, I got a lady that's got some stumps, man. She needs ground. There's a bunch of them, and they're big too. And I'm like, really? I'm like, okay, I'm in. So I love sitting in the skid steer in the AC, listening to my favorite podcaster, grinding stumps and making money. I love it. I love it. So I gave him my number, and apparently he gave her my number, and she called me. And says, yeah, I need stumps ground. I need to get a quote. And I'm like, okay. And keep in mind that it's probably been like this, well, for quite a few weeks. Anyway, I don't really know. There's a lot of it I don't know, and that's okay. I don't have to know everything, but the things that I do know make me weary. So she was. So my thinking was, and y'all know my scheduling and all. Like I was saying this morning, tomorrow I ain't got nothing going on. And I don't want to start a skid steer job that is more, you know, any of the skid steer jobs I got more than one day. So I didn't want to, you know, I don't want to start on one tomorrow and not be able to finish it Friday. But I got that other job, a skid steer job on Friday. So all brush cutting, no help, no nothing, just straight brush cutting. So I got tomorrow free. So when she called me, I'm thinking, okay, check number one, she reached out to me. Check number two, she got a bunch of big stumps. And my guy here was telling me that they're too big for his machine. So I said, okay. She said, and it's about it's probably about a 20-minute ride from here. Probably about a 25-minute ride from here. And so I was going to, you know, go down there and look at it and, you know, go do it tomorrow, right? Because I know it's going to be a less than a day job to do the stumps. So my guy, Premium Fuel Only channel, he sent me his video that he did over there, and I'll put a link to it up too, and y'all can kind of see just, you know, what the mess is over there. So I talked to her, and she's like, yeah, just come by and look at it anytime, you know, and I'm like, okay. So I got off the phone with her, and I called Premium Fuel Only guy, and I was talking to him for a minute. But while I was talking to him, I was thinking to myself, man, it'd be sweet to go down there, give her a quote today, and go do the work tomorrow. That's what I wanted to do, and I can you know, make it a little more friendly for her money wise, because I own the equipment, to where it'll give me something to do tomorrow. I'll make money, but I don't have to make, you know, top dollar. I'll make decent money. So, or I have that option if she, you know, if she'll do it tomorrow. So I texted her real quick. You know, she texted me. She says, let me know something. I'm like, okay. So I texted her, and I'm like, okay, so if I come and look at it today, that's what I told her. If I come and look at it today, and we can come to an agreement on money, and I'll put the text up, and we can come to an agreement on money, then if we can come to an agreement on money, then I come do it tomorrow? Question mark. because it's all about doing it tomorrow, not 2 weeks from now, or if ever. So she didn't respond. She texted me. I texted her again. I'm like, let me know. She come back texting me. Well, I don't know if I have the money, access to the money, something like that. I got the text, and I'm thinking to myself, well, I ain't even tell her how much, So to make a long story shorter, basically, she's one of those, I think, she's one of those tire kickers, right? She wants to, and she would waste my time, don't think nothing about it. Waste my time. That's why I pressured her. I sensed that after I saw Premium Fuel Only's video that he did over there, that where she, she's the victim and she got beat by a tree service or whatever. It probably ain't the case. Could be, but probably not. They left her a mess. I mean, a big mess. And she might have got beat. So, I don't know. So when I saw his video, I'm like, oh man, she got a mess on her hands. It ain't just stump grinding, it's a lot. Later, I text her, I said, let me know. And then about 5 minutes after that, she texts me back. She says, let me think about it. I need to see if I have access to enough funds. I haven't told her how much. See, little things like that, I ain't saying that she's trying to beat me or nothing. I'm saying that she's gonna waste my time. And it's one way that I get folks to either pull the trigger or don't. Because I told her, she said, let me think about it. I need to see if I have access to the funds. And I said, okay, I can definitely do the work. I said, in theory, I want to come look at the job and come to an agreement on money and do the work the next day or as soon as possible. So I went on to tell her, I own all my equipment, and that gives me the flexibility. That's what I told her. I said, I own all my equipment, and that gives me the flexibility on pricing and timing. And I said, just save my number, and when you get ready to pull the trigger, call me. I'll come look at it, and I'll do it shortly thereafter. So, yeah, and once y'all see the video that Premium Fuel Only put up of the back of the property, y'all will see what I'm talking about. So, she would have had me come down there, look at it, and, well, what does she have to lose by having me come today, come to an agreement on money, and key being come to an agreement on money? I mean, all she had to do was just say, yeah. So what that tells me, without telling me, is she's not ready to do the work yet. That's what that tells me. I mean, what do y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I don't know. I appreciate all the emojis I got, man. Y'all see, that really helps the algorithms, man. I really appreciate that. So, but that lady, I'm sure she's good people and all that, but she wasn't think nothing about spending 2 or 3 hours, looking at a job that I'm not even going to get, or that I'm not going to get until 2 months from now. A lot can happen in 2 months. I might not even want to do it then. And what made me approach her, and you don't approach everybody like that, what made me approach her like that is, well, the video that my guy put up. Also, well, the length of time that her yard's been like that. You never know. She might not even pay the other tree people. That's might have been why they left it. I mean, I don't know. There might just be some sorry tree people. I don't know. But, if she did pay for what she got done, and they were supposed to do more, they got us a big pile of debris back there. There's all kinds of stuff. And I was just quoting her for the stumps. So you try to read into that best you can, for me and saving my time. So what would you guys have done? I mean, she said, let me think about it. Okay, so that tells me right there, if I'm going to come look at it today, it was 1 o'clock then. So there ain't nothing to think about. Either you want me to come look at it or not, So let me think about it. That's, that tells me she has no gauge of time and time management. She's that customer that'll call me at 7 o'clock tonight, telling me, yeah, you can come look at it and do it tomorrow, and then I'll be set up for something else by then. I was just trying to fill in tomorrow and take care of her at the same time. She ought not even be looking for people to come over there and do work like that if she don't have access to the funds. Well, I'm talking to the wrong person. Yeah, But customers will, not intentionally, I don't know, not intentionally, they'll waste your time. And if you run down stuff like that, the reason I'm telling you guys this is if you run down jobs like that, especially in the winter when work's not really flowing, and you'll find yourself spending money, on a job you'll never get, or a job she's gonna try to lowball. I mean, if she's already paid for it one time, she's gonna try to get lowball numbers on the second trip. And I hate it for her, but I ain't got nothing to do with how she got beat or whatever, if that happened or whatever. But if you chase stuff like that, now if she lived 5 minutes up the road, it might be different. But 25 minutes? No, man. Because what I did in the text there is I put pressure on her. And when you start putting pressure on the flaky customers, the truth comes out. It's, and there's a reason why it's been sitting like that for at least 2 or 3 weeks. Like y'all, So, and the stumps are just the tip of the iceberg. They left a whole mountain of debris back there. A mountain of chips and grating. Looked like they were, I don't know what, you need a skid steer to, you need a dumpster and a skid steer or Mini X or something. So that's my story, and I just wanted to share that with you guys on some of the stuff that you might face out here. And you got to be looking at every little thing. I do, but that stops me from wasting money and time. And if you waste money and time by going and looking at that job, and I don't, that means you got to do more work than me to be able to keep the same money. If you got a habit of doing that kind of thing, going and looking and looking and looking, and the tire kickers will break you. You'll be spending all your time. And if you do that, and I don't, then I don't have to do as much work as you do to keep the same money. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not, I'm just saying, it makes sense, right? It does to me. Anyway, this will be a standalone video right here, story time with Ray. And yeah, y'all, I'm finna pick up my damn, Philly cheesesteak. I'm gonna go home, and maybe I'll get a little, some video with Sweet Pea this afternoon. Yeah, y'all, deuces.